Welcome to my channel Daily Bulletin News. Chad pleads with a furious Jack to let him exhume Abigail's body. Plus, Theresa questions a clause in the prenup. In the square, Leo types up a lady whistleblower column about Gabi exposing EJ. A shirtless Xander jogs over asking if he can have Leo's glass of water. Leo watches, captivated as Xander downs it. Xander invites him to the pub for a pint, but shocking himself, Leo says it's not a good idea. As she eats with Justin at the pub, Bonnie expresses shock over Theresa agreeing to sign the prenup. She warns a skeptical Justin that even if Theresa does sign, she still could be marrying Alex for his money. However, as they both know, it is possible she is doing it for the right reasons. She leaves to meet Sarah for wedding planning. After flirting with Alex at the mansion, Theresa brings up the prenup. He calls it the perfect way to silence her doubters, but she calls it a little insulting. He asks if she's having second thoughts about signing. Maggie comes in with the just-delivered prenup. Theresa half-heartedly assures Alex she is fine with it. Over the phone at the Horton house, Chad tells Kayla that Paulina is expediting his request to exhume Abby's body, but there must be a snag because he hasn't heard anything. A furious Jack storms in. Chad tells Kayla he found the snag and hangs up. Jack heard from a friend at the city about the request to exhume his daughter's body. He demands answers from Chad, who blurts that Abigail could be alive. Jack refuses to believe it. Chad shows him Clyde's video of the obscured blonde woman. Bonnie comes to Sarah's apartment with bridal magazines. As they page through them for dress ideas, Bonnie brings up her double wedding idea. Sarah reminds Bonnie of the bad blood between Xander, Theresa, and Alex. Bonnie thinks it's all the more reason to have it, to bring the family together. Reading the prenup in the Kyriakis mansion, Theresa learns that if she commits fraud or adultery, she gets nothing. Hedging, she asks if Alex is concerned about that. He assures her it's all boilerplate stuff. Calling out the patriarchy, she wonders what happens if he cheats. He vows she'll never have to worry about that. He expects he won't have to worry either. They quip about those being their vows. After a smoldering kiss, she signs. Alone at the pub, Justin flashes back to holding Alex as a baby. Xander enters while pulling on a t-shirt. He sits with his cousin, who is surprised Xander rejected Victor's money. Xander knows Victor didn't want him to have it in the first place, but as much as he was hurt by Victor's will, he knows the person most hurt was Justin. After recalling the blood tests taken in the past to prove he was Alex's father, Justin can't believe Victor kept that secret all those years. Xander wonders if he thinks Alex really is his son. After Leo finishes his column, a fit, fully dressed man comes to this table. Leo refuses to let him drink his water, but the 30-something just wants to know if he's Lady Whistleblower. "I'm a huge fan," he says seductively. With wavy brown hair framing his bearded face, he introduces himself as Carrie. Lavishing praise for Leo's writing, he asks for his secrets. Leo won't share those in public, so Carrie asks if they can go somewhere more private. As Alex and Theresa enjoy Maggie's lemon bars in the mansion, the trio discuss wedding dates. Theresa mentions Bonnie suggested a double wedding with Sarah and Xander. Maggie reminisces about her and Mickey's double wedding with Melissa and Pete. Alex points out she and her daughter got along, but he and Xander are barely civil. Maggie suggests it could be a way to keep the family together. Theresa wants to get married as soon as possible. If that means hitching their wagon to Sarah and Xander's big day, then maybe it's not such a bad idea. At the pub, Justin tells Xander that Victor wouldn't leave half his estate to Alex if he wasn't absolutely sure he was his son. It's just disappointing Victor would lie to him all these years. But why would he try to claim Alex as his in the past if he wanted to keep it a secret? He has so many questions, but since Victor and Angelica are dead, he'll never get answers. At her apartment, Sarah agrees that it would be nice for Xander to reconnect with his family. She can't promise anything, but she'll ask him. Sarah thanks Bonnie for her quick RSVP. Bonnie thinks back to mailing Xander's mother's invitation after finding it in the trash. Before she can tell Sarah she mailed it, Xander returns home. After Bonnie leaves, Sarah tells Xander about the double wedding idea. Those two wankers. Why the hell would we do that? Sarah thinks Bonnie made some good points, but she totally understands if he doesn't want to do it. Xander points out he's had a double wedding before, which ended in disaster. However, it was disastrous because he was marrying the wrong person, which is hardly the case this time.